Hello everyone, I'm Rich Noonan for Remodeling Spotlight, a program in which we go all over America looking for America's best remodelers, and we have found one of them here today. We are in Elm Grove, Wisconsin, just outside the city of Milwaukee, to learn about the Oar Group. Oar stands for Owner Assisted Remodeling, and Oar is one of America's best remodelers. Remodeling Spotlight is next. Spend some time at Owner Assisted Remodeling and you will see that remodeling has been elevated to an art at Oar. Working with Oar is a transformative experience. Sure, your home will be transformed like you never imagined, but an Oar remodeling experience goes beyond that. It gives people a chance to do things they've only dreamed of.
We would not change a thing.
You wouldn't?
We wouldn't. We love everything about the kitchen.
Andy and Brian Espinosa have their dream kitchen thanks to the Oar Group. They hired Owner Assisted Remodeling to build a complete kitchen addition. We'll take a good look at that kitchen in just a moment, but first, a little bit of history on what is one of the top remodeling firms in the country. When Kevin Annenson and Jeff Allberger formed Owner Assisted Remodeling, they did it because they saw a need for a remodeling company that truly wanted to work with homeowners, not work around them.
Well, we created the company, a remodeling company, a full-service remodeling company, so that owners could actually do a portion of the work themselves.
If your level of involvement is to write us a check when we ask you to write a check, we're okay with that as well. But if you would like to do your own painting or you'd like to do your own something in the project, we're the right company to work with. We're going to help you get that project done on time and under budget.
Remember the concept, Owner Assisted Remodeling. If you want to help, great. If you don't want to, that's fine as well. What jumped out at us when we visited Oar and some of its clients is the incredible quality of work, attention to detail, and being on the cutting edge of the ever-changing world of construction. The Oar team knows what's hot, what's good, and what materials will make your remodel so special.
Hi Carrie, this is Stephanie calling from the Oar Group. I just wanted to let you know that I received the sample of the Zebrano West African veneer for your cabinetry. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Owner Assisted Remodeling's lead interior designer Stephanie Quinn is one of the many good reasons to hire the Oar Group. Whether you're building a huge addition, a kitchen of any style, a spa-like bathroom, or turning that basement into a lower-level showplace, Stephanie and the Oar team have done it all. That is one of the things that sets Oar so far apart from the others. When you hire Oar, you get it all. Great craftsmen and women, and one of the most talented design teams in the country.
When you're getting me as a designer, I'm designing for you. So it wouldn't be any benefit to you if I'm designing only for my taste. So we work in depth with our clients to find out what they want. What are their wish lists, how they want to live in the space for functionality, their family and their lifestyle.
With that in mind, the Oar team will design your project in 3D so you can really see what it will look like. There's no need for you to hire an architect, which saves you money. And there's no company better anywhere at helping you pick out materials. Oar's hip, cool showroom on Watertown Plank Road in Elm Grove should give you a hint to how good Oar really is. There are several different kitchen styles to see here, from very contemporary to traditional. Oar also has a second large showroom in Elkhorn to serve its many clients all over this part of southeast Wisconsin. Let's face it, how many remodelers have one showroom, let alone two? The Oar Group is well known in this part of Wisconsin for its range of services, and Owner Assisted Remodeling's ability to transform a space, taking it from a dream to a reality. Andy and Brian Espinosa now have that dream kitchen thanks to the Oar Group, and they have a nice 60s-era ranch in Wauwatosa, but their old kitchen just didn't cut it, especially when their twin boys started running around the house.
Right now I'm standing in our mudroom, which was very important to me to have as part of the addition. This right here is our old kitchen, and the sink was over in the corner. We had a very small counter space right here. The refrigerator was right where this wall is, and behind me is the new coat closet, which were cabinets. The stove was over here on my right, and that was our kitchen.
And now this is the Espinosa's kitchen. The Oar Group designed and built this kitchen addition, which is now the focal point of the Espinosa's home.
We love it. Love it.
I think this is beyond what we envisioned. This was in Kevin and Stephanie's head. and I think it's what they brought out that did it. Because she wanted a mudroom, I wanted an island, we wanted a lot of counter space, and we didn't think all of that was possible, and yet somehow it was.
Andy and Brian love to cook. The kitchen is brimming with cabinet space now, but the team from Owner Assisted Remodeling is always looking ahead, thinking about the future needs of a family.
Part of the original plans, which is what I loved about Oar, was they had plans for a lot of things, and where you're standing right now, where our stove used to be, it's blank wall, but the plans are there for more cabinets. I think a workstation and a message center, right? And on pantry, a floor to ceiling pantry. So we know, you know what? In 2 years, we're going to call them up again and say we want those cabinets, and they'll come and put it in. Which is a great thing I think about, or a lot of this, you know, they said you don't have to do this all at once.
As we look at this incredible kitchen, keep in mind that there's an unfinished lower level beneath, which could become another bedroom. For now, Andy and Brian are simply thrilled that Owner Assisted Remodeling could transform their home on time and on budget. This kitchen addition pays off in many ways every day.
I like the fact that I can be right here cooking or preparing. My sons can sit at the counter on the stools. They can be doing some activity that's connected with school. And I can be getting dinner ready and we're still having family time. I'm able to get my stuff done, they're getting their stuff done. I like how my husband and I can have 2 different things going on in here because there's enough counter space, there are enough workstations. It's fabulous. We loved the cabinets. I like the idea of having china cabinets. However, we actually have 2 doors like this in the kitchen, one over here and one over by the microwave. However, I don't own that many fancy dishes that I would want to display. So I took an idea from Stephanie to look at stained glass rather than clear glass, and it allows us to have this pretty cabinet, yet it's not so pretty inside, and that's okay because no one can see it.
The cabinets are made of alder wood, and all the lower cabinets have pull-outs so these cute kids can help mom in the kitchen. Or help the Espinosas save money by helping them choose materials wisely. Here are some great tips.
We wanted to spend the bulk of our money that was, you know, for the inside of the addition on cabinetry and square footage. That's where we felt those 2 things are the hardest to improve down the road. So we have a laminate countertop, we have linoleum flooring, and it still looks great. But in however many years, 10, 15 years from now, if we want to update the space, countertops and flooring is an easier way to update a space rather than new cabinetry. So this is why we chose to throw the bulk of our money into cabinets.
It really is incredible that the flooring and countertops look like natural stone. They are stunning. Remember, with Owner Assisted Remodeling, the Espinosas had the benefit of a great design team, so much more than a traditional remodeling firm. Or help the Espinosas make the right choices for them.
Well, they made a lot of smart decisions, and depending on where their budget is, there's a material for every budget. But now, like, laminate countertops have come a long way. You know, they look really nice, and even though that's not the top high-end, you know, thing that you can put in your kitchen, such as a granite or a concrete, the other thing that made their kitchen pop is their backsplash. So we use that slate of multicolors, and even though you have a laminate countertop combined with that, it really has a great look.
They really did meet our needs, and they never pushed us on anything. Kevin's
also a parent, and he was able to provide some suggestions on, he was able to give us the parent-to-parent advice. Not so much the builder-to-customer advice, but parent-to-parent advice, and that was helpful too. So we were able to take some of his ideas into consideration, and he was right on all of them.
Andy and Brian chose to let Oar do most of the work in their kitchen. Renee and Rob chose Owner Assisted Remodeling because they wanted to do about half a big remodel job themselves, and Oar encouraged that.
Early on in the design phase, we kind of worked directly with Kevin, but also with the designer. I've had some subs come in under my control, the landscaping, the heating, ventilation, the electrician. Oar Group has brought their plumbing subcontractor in, their framers, their exterior finishing will come from them. Their excavation has come from them. I've done all the demolition. I will have I'll be doing all the finishing and the painting and stuff at the very end. We're probably going to do the tile work ourselves.
Wow, that might sound daunting, but Renee is not worried. She knows if they need the Oar Group to step in at any time, that's not a problem.
You know, if Rob decides I cannot do the hardwood flooring, I thought maybe I could. You know, we have somebody, there's other options.
There's a vote of confidence for you.
Renee and Rob have 3 young children, but they are almost doubling the size of their Wauwatosa home. Owner-assisted remodeling is adding a 2-story addition, which means lots of workers interacting with the family. The Oar Group is very particular about its team.
All the people that have been coming in to do the work have been great. Everybody's been showing up on time and they've been working. They're all hardworking.
You know, they behave great in front of the kids. It's not like you gotta explain things to their children that evening after what they might have heard that day or stuff like that. That was a big worry I had, that these guys would come in and become just a construction site. And
they've been mindful of us.
Oh, mindful, and I think Kevin has brought in some really, good people.
Honestly, we only use nice guys, and it's because we're in people's homes. If we don't get a glowing report about our subcontractor, which we've been using the same ones for many, many years now, we know when we're, even during the selling process and the design process, we'll get that question quite often. What about your subcontractors? What about the guys that are coming into our home? And I say, well, this is who your electrician is going to be. This is who your plumber is going to be and who your heating contractor is going to be. And every single time we get glowing reports about those guys because we know how they're going to treat the customer. We know how they're going to treat the customer's home. I mean, it's a big deal, especially with people with children. I mean, that's a big concern for people. And by the time they get done, the kids love the subcontractors. They know their names. They joke and play with them. And it is phenomenal to hear how happy people are with the people that we send in.
That great team and the current economic climate have kept owner-assisted remodeling busy, while many in the construction business are no longer with us. Oar is a remodeler, and many people who would have otherwise moved can't sell their homes. They're deciding to make their current home their dream home, and they're calling Oar.
And those clients now are coming to us saying, what can we do different? Can we build up? Should we build out? And that's another unique offering I think that our company brings to the table that many don't, and that is to work with the municipalities and determine what's really possible.
Frankly, from what we've seen with Oar, anything is possible. Take a look at this house. Owner-assisted remodeling built a large 2nd-story addition. In this case, the homeowner went up, and the home came out incredible. Kitchen and bath remodels return the most money in the fastest amount of time for homeowners, and the Oar Group has many outstanding examples. While most people do not choose contemporary looks, those who do have come to the right company. Look at this kitchen before Oar. Take a good look at this. And now after Oar. Remember, the homeowner wanted ultra contemporary. It might not be your taste, but it was hers, and she got it.
We use custom cabinetry in a hand-picked stain, which is like a chocolate with just a hint of plum. We have a 3-tiered island. She was looking for something very unique. The LK sink is the 4-foot meandering entertainment sink on the island. It's set in mustard engineered quartz. And you'll notice on the front of that, the radius of the wall actually is covered in the corrugated metal, which also is on the ceiling throughout the whole kitchen. Her husband is a metal worker, so he installed the ceiling. He also made the range hood, as well as the backsplash behind the range. He created these custom supports for the countertop overhangs as well. She actually had so many of her own ideas. Literally what she did when we sat down, she gave me a whole book of her ideas and said, I want all of this. So that is a great type of client to work with because they really have a vision, but we can help them put it all together.
Remember, whether you love this kitchen or you don't, it shows what Oar can do to make a client's dream come true. With the Oar Group's comprehensive, progressive approach, anything is possible. Here's another great example of that. Initially, they came to us wanting to redo the kitchen, keeping it in the same location. But once we walked into the space, we saw that we had probably a 26-foot by 26-foot square in the home. The kitchen is in one little tiny area of that with all of these walls. We ended up taking out all the walls in the whole entire main level of the home to give it a true open concept. They wanted touches of contemporary in this. They have stranded bamboo flooring. We used 2 different types of solid surface countertops
There's black on the island, and there's a concrete gray solid surface on the perimeter countertops. And they also used a stacked slate backsplash that really kind of helps with that contemporary feel.
Were they thrilled?
They're absolutely thrilled. I mean, the house is amazing how much it opened up.
You might want to grab a pen. We're going to give you the Oar Group's contact information now and a few more times throughout this program. On the web, the Oar Group's website is easy to remember, theoargroup.com. The phone number is 262-821-1100. Very easy number to remember, 262-821-1100. If you are even considering a remodel of any style, contact the great people at the Oar Group. You'll be glad you did. Owner-assisted remodeling is a leader in helping homeowners go green and uses universal heating and cooling to assist in that. Often when Oar is remodeling or adding an addition, heating and cooling loads change significantly. Oar brings in the experts from Universal Heating and Cooling to answer some key questions.
Is it the right time or the wrong time to replace or upgrade that system while we're in your home doing the additional work here? You've got a father-son team of people there that are committed to quality. They're great service technicians and good communicators.
Universal Heating and Cooling, a family company where top quality always comes first. Universal Heating and Cooling, top quality people, top quality work. ABC Audio Video is simply the best company in this part of the country to handle all of your audio and video needs. The ABC team will design and install your custom systems, whether it's built-in speakers, big screen TVs, home theaters that are simply incredible, intercom systems, and so much more. ABC is the choice for so many because the ABC team is on the cutting edge. Chris Klug and his people are pros.
At ABC Audio Video, we design, sell, and install custom audio video systems. We ask a lot of questions of our customers. We don't oversell or overcomplicate. So if you want a simple, easy-to-use system, give me a try.
Remember, whether it's new construction or putting an audio or video system in an older home, give ABC Audio Video a call at 262-483-6656, or you can go to the ABC website at abcaudiovideo.com. Easy website to remember. Do it. You'll be glad you did. As you watch this program, just imagine what the Oar Group could do for you. Oar stands for Owner-Assisted Remodeling, which simply means owners have the opportunity to perform some of the work themselves or none of the work. Earlier we met Andy and Brian. They hired the Oar Group to add this stunning kitchen addition. They let Oar handle almost all of the work. Rob and Renee hired Oar for a large 2-story addition, and they are doing about half the work themselves.
But most often people want to do at least something. They at least want to try the demolition. They want to try some ceramic tile. Most people will want to paint or stain their own project when we're done.
That Oar flexibility was so important for Teresa Cafaro and her husband John. They're busy people with 3 young children. They hired Owner-Assisted Remodeling to do an addition on the front of their Elm Grove Contemporary. The entire right front section of this house is the addition.
We started out this project thinking that we were going to do a whole bunch of this work ourselves, as we had done projects in the past. We'd done a lot of stuff on our own. Our last house we had remodeled the kitchen all by ourselves, and so we thought we would use them just to build the shell of the addition, and then we would come in and finish it ourselves.
But what happened?
We found out that it's much better for us to hire other people, and we're better at our jobs and just hiring other people to come in and help us.
Teresa says that with a bit of a laugh because her and her husband really did plan to do a lot of the work, but when they couldn't, Oar did, and they are thrilled with the way it turned out. Like a typical Oar Group project, when you look at the outside of this house, it's hard to see where the addition is. In fact, it's impossible.
I think it looks like it's always been here. In fact, the neighbors have driven by and said you can't tell what's old and what's new. And they said, we had doubts when you first started this project, but it's really come together very nicely.
Teresa says Oar was also great about working with her tastes inside the addition. We could all learn something from Teresa. She's a fantastic bargain hunter, finding great deals on eBay, Craigslist, and every place else. The Oar team loved it and helped her make the gems that she found work in the home.
This is an actually interesting story. We got these off of Craigslist. It's Kohler, and there's no way we could have afforded this if we had just bought it in a design showroom.
The bathtub was another incredible find.
We drove up to Sheboygan, and it was in a storage container, and we brought it back, and Oar was nice enough to put it in with no existing instructions or template.
Did you save a ton of money on it?
We saved a ton of money on it.
Again, the Oar Group's flexibility, helping the homeowner save money. Teresa says Oar was very easy to work with, and she has some tips for any of us who want to save money on a big bathroom or kitchen remodel.
I think you have to not look for specific things. I think you have to buy something when you see it and make it fit into the room, and that's what we did. We didn't go into this saying, I want this out of a catalog, and we picked it that way. We found things and then we incorporated them into the space.
Remember, no matter what your style, Oar has the expertise to create what you want. A part of that is knowing what products are available.
And it doesn't matter what style it is, if it's traditional or if it's contemporary. There's so many new products out in the industry, so it's really important for a designer to keep well informed. So I definitely do that, you know, going to the trade shows and things in Chicago. Here in Milwaukee, we have our trade shows, but keeping up with the latest magazines too for our industry is very important. You're getting the whole package with Oar. So everything from initial consultations with us to help you establish your budget and plan your project. We have our in-service design team, which consists of myself and Kevin. We have our expediters and our carpenters that are very, very knowledgeable in their fields, as well as engineering and structural. So we really can cover everything for you.
I want to give you Owner-Assisted Remodeling's contact information again. The website is really easy to remember, theoargroup.com, and the phone number's on your screen, 262-821-1100. That's 262-821-1100. The website, theoargroup.com. If you're even considering a remodel of any style, contact the great folks at the Oar Group. One of the things that can really make a kitchen or bath are the countertops, and the Granite Workshop is the place to contact. The Granite Workshop is a leader in this region at working with natural stones, such as granite and marble, but also the newer cutting-edge materials, such as silestone, like in this kitchen.
The end result when we see these tops installed on site is spectacular. And again, Granite Workshop just does a great job, not only with kitchen areas, and not only with new homes, but also with existing remodeling scenarios.
The Granite Workshop, simply beautiful work at an affordable price that will last forever. On the web, granite-workshop.com. Mike's Grading and Trucking is another key member of the team when the Oar Group is preparing a lot for construction.
Let me tell you what's interesting about Mike's Grading and Trucking. This is a firm committed to doing a good quality job on the site, and when we talk about an excavator and a grading company, we're talking about digging big holes. We're talking about making a mess in a yard. And we're talking about what do we do with this material when it's been removed. These guys are flexible enough and afford us that option of not only do they come and dig the hole, they get that material off site, they do a great job of balancing how much do we leave on site to deal with backfill, how much do we need to get out of here.
If you have a drainage issue or any kind of site clearing to do, call the great people at Mike's Grading and Trucking. Experience matters. Mike's Grading and Trucking. The Oar Group is also proud to use Ray's Masonry for a range of service, including all kinds of concrete, stone, and brickwork. Ray's is fantastic at retaining walls as well. The guys at Ray's have been at this type of work for many years. They've seen and done just about everything with concrete, stone, and brick. Give the team at Ray's Masonry a call. If they weren't the best, the Oar Group would not be using them. It's that simple. Ray's Masonry, because quality matters. I want to remind you again about ABC Audio Video. There is a reason that so many builders and homeowners use ABC, and it's all about quality. ABC can handle any of your home or business audio and video needs. Don't try to hang that big screen TV yourself. Call ABC. Do you want a fantastic home theater in your home or whole house intercom system? Or to use that iPod to play music all over your home? Call ABC Audio Video. New homes or retrofits in older homes, ABC Audio Video on the web at abcaudiovideo.com. Meet Tim and Susan and their Westies, Molly and Frankie. They live in a great Wauwatosa neighborhood. They needed more space, so they called owner-assisted remodeling. Tim and Susan put their heads together with Kevin and Stephanie at Oar and designed this fantastic space, taking the old attic and turning it into an incredible bedroom, sitting area, and awesome master bath.
It started out being just basically a single finished bedroom in the front of the attic, and then the rest was just bare attic, and we wanted to turn it into a real living space, and we had a master suite in thought initially. So we went to OAR to just going around to feel out different design companies to see what they would do for us, and get some ideas on some design possibilities. And we liked what Kevin came up with, and we went with them, along with the fact that we could do as much or as little of the project as we thought we could.
And actually it was the name that I think attracted us, the OAR, that we could be involved in the process, I think was very important to us.
And it turned out that it was, they ended up being a great help for my portion of the project.
Tim and Susan did a lot of the finish work. Tim even tackled a major tile job in the master bath, which came out great. Tim was a tile rookie, but the guys from Oar were there when he needed them.
As far as I'm concerned, they actually went over and above the call of duty, because during my sections of the project, I had questions. They had more than enough answers. They were willing to even lend me tools as long as they weren't using them while I was working on it. So it was great. It was like actually having the answer man standing next to you, because they obviously had done all this stuff before, and I had questions.
One of the questions was, how do we get a great shower in this limited space?
As part of the design process, Kevin drew up a round shower for us that intrigued us. And this is it. It's basically a 4-foot diameter round shower with 1-inch glass tile and a big old heavy duty door for it. And we're just enamored with it. I mean, nobody else has one. I mean, it's just outstanding.
Working with Oar's owner-assisted concept, Tim tackled the subway tile wainscoting and heated tile flooring. Tim and Susan saved about $2,500 in labor costs, and it looks fantastic. This is the type of job that really shows the value of using owner-assisted remodeling. Remodeling projects can be really fun if you have professionals with you. Owner-assisted remodeling is simply the best team to bring in. Visit one of the Oar showrooms in either Elm Grove or Elkhorn, talk to the great folks at Oar, and open your mind to the possibilities. Owner-assisted remodeling, because coming home should always feel this good. For Remodeling Spotlight, I'm Rich Noonan. Thanks so much for watching.